You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Armitage the Third Polymatrix. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here. Today we're going to be covering another anime for today's anime review. We're going to be reviewing Armitage the Third Polymatrix. Means I'm talking all together like particularly mostly like both the OVA version and they edited as a movie version. Besides, because I've already wanted to do this, haven't done a review on this until now. So let's review Armitage the Third Polymatrix. So let's begin. In 2046, um, the overpopulation of Earth has led to the colonization of Mars with the aid of the first type androids. Men will be able to begin terraforming the unfriendly environment of Mars and to build the city St. Lowell sometime after the colonization. The city is completed and inhabited by great numbers of people, second type robots, and improved versions of the first types. Rose Syllabus, a middle aged policeman from Chicago, flies to St. Lowell using a space shuttle. Syllabus asks to be transferred to the Martian Police Department to escape from his past and haunting memories of his previous partner being killed by a robot. At the St. Lowell spaceport, he is to meet his new partner, a young woman named Naomi Armitage. On the same shuttle as Syllabus travels Kelly McCannon, the last country singer in the universe. As the shuttle nears the terminal, a mysterious man is seen entering the Chicago section. Soon after this, the intruder is noticed and the alarms go off. Later, as Ross gets off the shuttle, he witnesses a disturbing scene at the airport. He bumps into the mysterious man with a big suitcase and the two guards. Soon after that, Armitage orders the men to stop and get their hands up. Puzzled, Ross notices a few drops of blood spilling from the mysterious man's suitcase. The two robot guards are killed by Armitage, and the mysterious man is wounded but flees. However, he leaves his suitcase behind, inside of which is the dead body of Kelly McCannon. To everybody's surprise and horror, McCannon turns out to be a robot, a never seen before third type android that is superficially identical to humans. Later, the mysterious man hacks into the public television system and replays the security camera footage. The tape shows the man killing Kelly McCannon and reveals the fact of her being a robot to the entire city. The mysterious man, Rene Claude, reveals that the third types have been among the regular people for a long time and nobody can tell them apart from humans. He also reveals a list of thirds, and it turns out that a lot of well-known people are actually robots. Riots begin in the city as people start to capture and burn all the thirds they can find. Meanwhile, Rene Claude proceeds with his extermination of the thirds. The two main characters start their investigation and eventually find out that the victims are women. Damn. One of the dying victims, Jessica Manning, sends out a message with a list of the thirds. To save them from being slaughtered, Armitage receives it and pursues Den Claude. Armitage is eventually revealed to be a third and goes into hiding as the police hunt for her. Ross seeks her out as she enlists the help of a male third named Julian Moore. Dan Claude then attacks them and is revealed to be a second. While the police drop the case with Dan and Claude supposed capture, Armitage and Julian search a databank for information on her origins. Armitage eventually defeats Dan Claude, but it's too late to stop Julian from being killed, And she and Ross break into the hospital Claude was recovering in and branding themselves as criminals after the rescue. Armitage and Ross later go off in a search for her father, Dr. Asakura, only to learn he had lost his mind, as explained by a gentler, reprogrammed version of Claude. Living with delusions of creating force, they learned that the thirds were originally assassin droids, which are deadly robots with organic components capable of infiltrating secure facilities by masquerading as humans. This project was proposed to bolster the low Martian birth rate, itself a result of Earth's strong feminist society, encouraging the immigration of males and discouraging the immigration of females. However, Earth's discovery of the thirds, its leadership especially, forcing Mars to reverse its plans. Earth demanded that the thirds will be annihilated, offering female immigrants as a reward, and also a threatening war if not obeyed. The Assassin-Roid program was thus reactivated to hunt and destroy the thirds, which had vanished into the Martian population after their creation. And speaking of which, these revelations and dismay Armitage, leading her to seek comfort in Ross, who affirms her value as a living being before consummating their relationship. The next day, after Asakura deactivates Armitage so he can install angelical wings and particularly cannons on her chassis. Meanwhile, the military kills Asakura, and Armitage and Ross eventually finish off the military. Months later, Ross returns to Mars using false IDs. However, Armitage throws away after Ross Syllabus's arrival. Armitage tells Ross that she is pregnant with their child. So yeah, that's my review on Armitage, the third Polymatrix. In the text notes on the English DVD edition of Armitage, the third Polymatrix from Pioneer Geneon Entertainment, Chiaki Konaka, the scriptwriter, says that Armitage the 3 was influenced by H.P. Lovecraft's story, The Dunwich Horror, one of Lovecraft's best-known works and a key text in the Cthulhu mythos. One of the main characters is in the tale of Dr. Armitage. Yeah, so particularly... So Armitage the Third is basically like a 4-episode OVA. First being episode 1, like Electro Blood. Flesh and Stone is basically the second episode of the OVA. Hardcore is basically the third episode of the OVA of Armitage, the third Polymatrix. And Bit of Love is basically the fourth and final episode of Armitage, the third Polymatrix. Armitage, the third was originally released as a 4-episode OVA in Japan between February 25th, 1995 and in November 25th, 1995. Pioneer released an English dub version of the OVA series in VHS and Laserdisc format in North America in 4 volumes, each containing a single episode between March 29, 1995 and December 5th, 1995. However, on the Region 1 DVD from Geneon of Polymatrix was one of the few releases from the company to feature THX certified audio and video, and it was originally digitally remixed and remastered for superior picture quality and optimum audio presentation. Yeah, because this anime is particularly what did you call it? Like, particularly they combined an OVA, a 4 episode OVA, and then they had a because it only lasted about 4 episodes because it's particularly edited from the for the movie version because it's like what do you call it's probably what it knows what it is because Armitage the Third Polymatrix is originally an OVA directed by Hiroyuki Ochi. The studio who worked on this anime was done by Studio AIC because the genre is basically like your typical cyberpunk action type anime. What Armitage the Third Polymatrix is, yeah, because it was released as an anime movie in 1997 after it was originally edited from like the 4 episode OVA version, and particularly this is basically, yeah, in the English dub version of Armitage the Third Polymatrix featured Kiefer Sutherland, who is in The Lost Boys, is in this anime movie. If you want to know, I mean, yeah, Kiefer Sutherland. He did stuff like The Lost Boys. He did Armitage the Third Polymatrix. Yeah, because let's see, because now if this was the movie version, then I would have been compelled. Now, if this was Armitage Dual Matrix, then I would have been compelled for another anime review. But I say you have it for, depending on what anime to start to begin with, which is either the if this was the OVA, then it would have had actors from the on here. If it depends on what you ask for another anime, but it's the movie version because the Geneon Pioneer DVD release of Armitage the Third Polymatrix movie version on DVD does not include the original Japanese version. But if there Funimation now has released Armitage the Third on DVD because it has the 4 episode OVA version, which it also includes the original Japanese language track on there. For if you are an anime fan, because that's the only thing came to mind. Yeah, because the movie version of Armitage the Third Polymatrix did feature Kiefer Sutherland, who's the voice for for Ross' character in Armitage the Third Polymatrix, because he did stuff like 24 Mirrors. Yeah, because and he also did The Lost Boys as the role. Kiefer Sutherland, who played David in the Lost Boys movie, he's also in the movie version of Armitage the Third Polymatrix. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Armitage the Third Polymatrix anime movie for today. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts on it. When I first watched the movie version of Armitage the Third Polymatrix, this is basically a 4 episode OVA version because they edited from the 4 episode OVA version and how they made it as a movie version. And then this anime movie version of Armitage the Third Polymatrix featured Kiefer Sutherland, who played David in the Lost Boys movie in this particular anime, and this anime gave me a huge experience with versions, I can tell. Hope subscribe for content. My Anime Planet, link in the description down below. Share this video on your Twitter and Facebook. If you have a Twitter and Facebook account, on all social media, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, clicking the like button on this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RurouniK95. Feel free to join my channel. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my videos that I'm uploading as well. Feel free to leave in the comments in the comment section below in this video if you like. And that's all I have to say. So keep it otaku for this anime review, because this is the first time I get to do an anime review on Armitage the Third Polymatrix. This is RurouniK95 saying thank you for watching my anime review. I'm glad you liked my anime review, and I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next anime review, and hope you have a great day. This is RurouniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching Armitage the Third Polymatrix. Stay tuned for my next anime review is Kite. That'll be for my tomorrow's anime review, so stay tuned for my anime review on Kite. You don't want to miss it.